All right. Hey, everybody. Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com. I want to look at Wells Fargo here as a trade idea. You can see how the stock fell back, not too steep like a lot of stocks have lately, but it just kind of drifted back to test the 50, spent just a little time under there on Wednesday. And since that time, it came up. Now, today, the stock closed on about twice average volume, up a little over a buck, 1.22% is what I'm talking about. So if we look at the weekly chart, you can see the stock still kind of in this toppy area around 60 bucks that it's had a heck of a tough time clearing. Now, if you look at the banking index in general, it's kind of sucking a little bit on the weekly chart, but on the daily chart, you can see like there's some pretty good strength here. And so you've got Wells Fargo that's given us a good bounce. You've got Goldman Sachs that's given us a decent bounce. Morgan Stanley, decent bounce. JP Morgan, I really just kind of like the way this thing has been trading. And so all in all, I think the banking stocks are a good place to be parking some money, while some of these other stocks, the semis and the software stocks, sell off and kind of regroup. Now, in the strategy session today, I cover a lot of those things for you members. So make sure you're watching this. Just be mindful that the market's in a little kind of funky today. And that means something. You could look and say, well, wow, this was really, really great day, healthy day, and all that. And it was, but I have to say, this is a little bit concerning to me that on the last day of the month, the market was selling off like this, and then magically, like boom, at 12:30, we had a buy program that hit, like everything all across the board, right at 12:30, started running. And so it's important to be mindful of that when you see this stuff right across the board, everything's running up at the same time, that's a buy program. Now, that may lead to something next week, or it may just kind of be kind of a one-hit wonder, and then more weakness resumes on Monday. So I don't know which way that's going to be, but I do know that it typically doesn't pay to discount some things. In other words, to say, well, I know it looks like this, but we did get a lot of selling at the during the first part of the day. So you know what? This doesn't really matter. No, it does matter. I'm cautious about things right now, but when you see twice average volume and a big monstrous close, essentially right at the high of the day. The high of the day was 528.36, and this thing closed at 528.07. That's basically a close right at the high of the day. So we could very well be seeing the worst of this sell-off as being over, and we'll know for sure on Monday morning. So if you're a member, you need to get in there on Monday and in our training session, and we'll take a look at these stocks. And also, my bet is we're going to find some good ones to trade. So, and if you're not a member, why don't you go ahead and fix that right now? It costs you like negligible. What is it, $7? Come on, man. You can do that. I know you can. I have faith.